What is going on, All Terrain Nation? Whether it be two-wheel drive,
four-wheel drive.
Allie, does it really matter what you drive?
Not tonight, unless it's a Ford.
A Ford.
A Ford.
That's right. This is the Ford Talk Podcast. And I'm your host, David Wood, alongside Kelly Boyd and Miss Allie Du Bois over there in the Michigan's area.
Michigan's area?
I don't know, man.
Are there multiple Michigans?
Sure. Well, there is like, you know, there's that northern part and the lower part. The mittens thing and what's ever above the
It's
mittens.
all one state, sir.
Oh, it's a state of mind, that's for sure. But I hope everybody's having a fantastic Monday. The crew here is down. I've got something in my eye that won't go away. Kelly's worn out. Allie's, who knows what Allie's got over there. She's been sick for a few days. And so we're here.
We're still here for you.
We are still here for you. We've got a bunch of fun things to talk about tonight. There's been some slip-ups in the Ford world that we're going to talk about in a little bit that even Allie didn't know about because she was pointing me in the direction of this, but didn't see what we saw in the interwebs. So we'll point that out here in a little bit.
Because I tried it out.
Yeah, there's all kinds of fun stuff. I wanted to talk a little bit about three-row trucks, three-row SUVs, but I don't know if we're going to get to that tonight because of some of the stuff that I've been hearing. But first off, how are you ladies doing?
Good. Surviving.
I mean, besides everybody not feeling 100%.
Surviving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Surviving.
Don't all be so.
Well, I mean, you asked a question. Like, it's, we woke up to little marital nation for everybody. We woke up to a faucet continually streaming outside.
Yep.
That's been like,
It's been dripping.
yeah, it's been dripping, which we should have handled
all summer. We've been like,
yeah,
we're going to get to this.
And then softball got in the way.
Yeah.
And then
I woke up this morning to a stream.
Yeah, he woke up this morning
Oh,
to,
no.
or I woke up this morning to a picture that said, sorry, I'm noticing some kind of bug on our curtains over there.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah, I see it.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. Well, you go ahead. Well,
while you check it out. So woke up to a picture from Dave that says, hey, we need to fix this because it's a continual stream now. Oh, he's fine. It is wet season. That is right. So I, on my break in my lunch, I tried to fix it or at least take it apart so we could fix it.
Yeah, because I said if you'll get me a picture of the part we need, I'll
we'll tag team it. And usually, I'm the one that doesn't have the patience to wait to fix things, so I generally kind of just jump right in. But my strength wasn't there enough today to make it happen, so we are now in survival mode.
Yep. Well, so Michael Nice is in the house, and he says countdown till first
Thanks.
payment on the Raptor.
Downside of that is we're still waiting for payoff to get to both of the vehicles, so we're still technically kind of paying. So we were kind of hoping to skip, but I don't know that it's going to happen.
Currently, we have $200,000 in our name of cars.
Yeah, about that.
And they're not Lamborghinis.
No.
Or Ford GTs that I would like to have. So that's Marital Nation for you. It's just been a clusterfuck here at the Boyd house, and things that we've put off.
Yeah, 100%.
Are now catching.
Life has a way of telling you that you're going to get it done regardless.
And you always tell your kids that too. Hey, don't put off. And what do we do as adults?
Yeah,
we put things off.
And unfortunately, this faucet is not one of those that you can just shut off the water to. You have to shut off the entire house. Yeah. So that's fun times.
Yeah, that is fun times. So I'm going to bring this up.
Minimize that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want to the Raptor Valley, or whatever what was
Raptor Reunion?
No, what was that?
Raptor Rally.
Yeah. Raptor Rally.
Rally, that's right. Why did I say Valley? Came and went, and
and go to bed.
Let's see. Some fun images came out from that. Our friend, God dang it,
Ford Raptor Rally. There you go.
The rally of all Raptors.
I know, but I'll bring this up for now. Maybe I'm not very prepared tonight, so
you're not.
Pardon me, everybody.
You're cray.
I know.
Hey, Steve P. Steve P says, hey, from Phoenix, working, can't stay long. Good evening, ATN crew.
Thank you for joining when you can, Steve P.
Yes.
Let's see. Old Stu over there got some fun images. The Excalibur, which I've tried to get Stu on the show before, and he was going to do it at one time, and then I don't know. Stu's a hard man to pin down, but let's bring up his Instagram because he really has some of the best stuff that I've seen from the event. I was told it was a success, but I think Ford's never going to be like, hey, it wasn't exactly what we thought it would be. But I did see some fun there. They did release. Here is the new sand color on the Raptors, and the Broncos are going to get it. So they're bringing this back for Bronco, which it was on the billboard. The Everglades got it, and then it quickly went away for some reason on the billboard. And then not bad on the Raptor. I mean, thoughts on that?
I don't mind it. It's not they need to bring Code Orange to it personally, but
Well, I get it. But I kind of dig it. It still wouldn't be my first choice.
Yeah.
But it would maybe be a second.
It's nice to be a little different.
Yes. And this color once again is coming to Bronco. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see. I know. Oh, our buddy Exodus
4x4.
Yeah, he's going to be on here. Bubba's going to be on the show in the next couple of weeks to talk about his Ranger Raptor that he built on, I believe, 40s or 37s. It might be 37s. I can't remember that or 40s. Built this incredible beast, man. He partnered with 74 Weld, who is making portals for this thing, and to me the best, especially for Ford products, the best portals out there for that. But he released pictures of this right before this, and Bubba told me he was going out there to have fun. He built it,
rip it, and have fun.
Yeah, and he's out there to have fun and tear things up. And then I told you guys a while back I knew gray was coming, but I could never get confirmation on what actual gray it was. And over the weekend, me and Allie were going back and forth going, I think it might be Leadfoot. It's hard to tell. And Allie, you were like, no, this is marsh gray because it's on the F-150s this year. And sure enough, it's marsh gray. And at least it's not the carbonized, the same sort of palette of gray.
Be nice.
No, I'm not being mean to it.
No, he's not saying go away carbonized gray. He's just saying it's different than the other grays that are already there.
Yeah, it's just different enough that makes it interesting. I like this color. I like this color. I like the Leadfoot quite a bit, and it would be on my choice of
Leadfoot would, yes.
Yes. And for this, from what the ground doesn't do this color probably justice because that light.
I was gonna say, I don't know, it's a little green to me.
And I have a feeling it does have it kind of.
I have a feeling there's a tint of green in it.
Yeah, but pretty interesting out there. And Stu had posted some pictures from his showing because I'd kind of snarkily said something about, hey, it doesn't look like there's many people out there, and he reassured me there was quite a few people out there. So
I think it was his story.
What's that?
In his story.
I think it was his story. That was this morning. It might be like a couple down because then I remember seeing a video saying, like, do y'all want to do this year? Oh, there it was. Go back.
I'm going to be honest there. That's not enough people. From what I just seen right there, and that was in the morning when everybody would have been there. That's not enough people, and that's got to be a disappointment for Ford. But if they have faith, they build something. I think I was privately telling Tim Bartz, I jumped in on his member stream the other night.
Yeah,
it was quite fun. And me and Tim were talking about this a little bit, and I think there's a lot of Raptor events out there, so the waters are a little muddy. I don't think the advertising that postcard look they had for it, that wouldn't have sold me on anything of like.
It didn't justify it to drive across country for me.
Yeah, and the initial price of $750 was way too much. And then they had merch trucks and stuff, and they just wanted to keep dinging you for money after money after money, and you're just kind of like, wow. But the idea to be able to wheel out in that would be freaking amazing because after doing Johnson Valley, I'm hooked on desert racing. So I definitely want to do more of that. But like I said, this is the advertisement.
You're not hooked.
That they were trying to kick it off with, and I don't know what. I'm sure there's a theme that I'm not getting, but it just this whatever it is didn't sell me on like, no, I don't want to sign up for your BS. It just didn't sell me on it, so I don't know. But friends of Ford were out there in effect. Chase Gentry was out there, and a few others were out there having fun. So I'm sure we'll see some videos pop up on the old interwebs about it. But Allie, were you interested in attending that thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a Ford event.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're the Bronco girl. We do know that.
I want to go to all of them.
And they had Bronco Raptors, Dave.
Yeah, there's Raptors.
Jeez.
Hey, we could have taken ours out there.
Yeah. How was that going to work out?
Oh, and speaking of that, so you guys know, and we have some Raptor videos coming on that. I've just been very Bronco heavy here lately, so I've been trying to not muddy those. Like, we're not a Bronco channel per se, even though we kind of are a Bronco channel. So I just like to spread the love around a little bit, so the algorithm here on YouTube will actually show my other videos to people. But I saw a video this morning about somebody had just loaded up the performance tune on their Bronco Raptor. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool. I'm curious what people think about it, because my thoughts are still kind of up in the air about what I think about the tune.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy was talking about the shift points and all this stuff, which I find I was agreeing with him. Yeah, the shift points, it smoothed all this out. It feels very, I don't know, it's faster and it's not as harsh. Like when you get into it, it's beam, 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 beam. Like it's really smooth, kind of like a sports car. And he was commenting about that, but then he was talking about how his fuel mileage, his fuel economy went up. And I was like, that math don't work, because I can assure you
Broncos officially paid off.
Woohoo! We are no longer owners of Rebecca.
Sorry, just noticed the payment went through.
Dance.
There's one last payment. Woo!
But one thing, you don't add more performance and get better fuel economy. That math just don't work to me.
Math doesn't math there.
But it was a very good video besides that. And I think he was just basing it on his, you know how, and Allie, I'm sure you've seen it, when you fill up, sometimes if you've been lead footed into the Bronco for a while, you'll see like the fill up's only like 280 miles or whatever range. And then if you're doing a lot of highway traveling, you fill up again, suddenly it's like 340 miles of range. I think he had done that and was going, oh, well, look, it's much better. So good video. If you're watching this, the good video just passed. I think that was a quick reaction to something that, because ours is awful. I mean, knowingly.
I have to start doing a little bit of city driving to not have my gas mileage suck so bad. So
yeah. But best I saw coming back from Illinois was 17.
Yeah, 17.8 or 17 and a half, something like that.
Which I thought, okay, I can live with that. But that was all 55 mile an hour driving back roads. And then you hit the interstate and we watched that 17 tick down. And
here's the thing. If you idle at all, you might as well ruin it.
Yeah. Because I filled up this weekend and I made a comment. I was like, oh, Kelly's getting into that, because I drove it last night. And I was like, oh, you've been getting into the girl. All right. I was proud.
And then I started doing the reconciliation of what I had. I was like, no, I drove from the house to the mall, to another store, to dinner to pick up Sydney, and then home. And it was like, oh, we did idle for about 10 or so minutes while Sydney waited for her boyfriend to come out.
Yeah.
And that had to have killed it. Now, granted, I as we're talking about
she's
it,
lead-footed.
I did give it a little oomph as I was running into every single idiot there was on the road Saturday morning. Yeah. So there was that.
But yeah, I looked down, Allie, and it was in the 13 range. And I was like, oh. Well,
but I was in the 13 consistently in Rebecca. So it's not that different. Yes, I was.
You were 14, 15.
No, I was.
I mean, I'm not bitching about this.
You're right.
Fuel economy, because I put the tune on the truck. That was my part of this.
I bet you did Hypermotive Racing have that close to single digits.
Hey, speaking of Hypermotive Racing, JJ sent me some doors out and missing parts to assemble the doors. So there was a special deal in these doors. So they were some knockoffs, some beat up doors that I just wanted to try out. Yeah, and I can't put them on the Bronco because it doesn't have half the hardware.
Why don't you just message him?
I will. I'm just giving them hell. I can assemble probably something myself. But if I don't poke the bear every once in a while. How does
you seem to poke the bear every Monday night.
That's what this show's about. Right?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
But I'm excited. I got
but he knows if he messages you, you guys will take care of it. So just so we're clear on that front.
Oh, I don't.
Since he's being a butthole this morning or tonight. Do what?
I said 100% this comment.
Yes, miles per gallon for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Exactly. He's got to stop being a Karen because he's totally being a Karen right now.
I'm not being a Karen at all. See if I try to work out a deal to put the Bronco in their booth this year. Mm-hmm. Like they care. They already got their own.
Yeah, they're like, I have plenty.
In code orange, by the way. Damn it.
Yeah, I was about to say they have one.
I know. And then they got a Ranger Raptor from yours truly over there, right?
Yes, they did.
Nice. I tried to. I was at the Stampede or whatever it's called, and I was talking to JJ, the owner of IAG, about mine. I was like, "Hey, you should just buy mine." I said, "We're done with it," and he was really into it. And then went on vacation, and then Laura's deal came to fruition. And literally the day before we were supposed to go see Laura, he was like, "Hey, I want to buy your Raptor," and I was like, "Well, shit." Because I would have loved to seen it go into their stable of like testing parts, and I think that'd be fun. But no, it was committed to Laura's dealership, Alcione, and you know, Papa Cioni's got a Raptor over there now. Little Cioni, Laura's got kind of a Raptor right now, and
she's got a lot.
And Rebecca's for sale. Both of them are actually on the website now for sale. And she did not take All Terrain Nation off the side of it.
She did not. She said they would remove it if people wanted them to.
But then they put their metal logo on the wrap.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when they go to peel somebody goes to peel that logo off, it's going to take the wrap with it. So that should be interesting. But hey, that's something it's paid off now. That's their problem, right?
Eric Jefferson says, "What is your team doing tonight, Dave? They're getting beat up by the Commanders."
Whoa. Last I saw, they were winning. Damn it. This is as bingly as I can get tonight.
Hey, don't loop him into the whole ATN group. He's special. Allie and I are the good kids, just so you know.
The good kids.
Right there. Commanders 21-10.
That sounds about right.
Jesus, Bengals. What are y'all doing?
So just know we're the good kids.
Yeah, whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Last I saw the opening drive, they threw it down the field and scored a quick touchdown, and now it looks like they're losing.
21-7 says they're losing their shirts.
Yeah, at home, by the way. So I don't know what the Bengals deal is right now.
Dave in Canada, how many gallons per mile? So gallons per mile.
I think
we're getting more miles per gallon.
Well, we're getting like, depending on how we drive, we're getting in the Raptor, we're getting 13 to 15 probably.
Yeah.
It's not good, but you don't buy a Raptor thinking it's going to be good.
But you still don't like putting the 94 gas in it.
94, 91.
Or 91, whatever. The 90s gas and not the 1990s.
Oh, that would be great, man. Under $1 or right at $1.
I figured it was humor, but it's lost on me for a minute. It's fine. I'm fine. It's because I saw Dave in Canada, so I automatically thought and switched it around.
Yeah. We I think 91 is the highest we have around here.
Now we have 93.
Do we have 93?
Yes, we have 93. You always throw the number way lower than it is. 93.
We have 87, 89.
Yeah.
And I thought it was 91.
We do have a 93.
Okay. I don't know. I just usually grab the whatever's on the end.
It's fine, Eric. He deserves it. It's fine.
Hush now. So yeah, extra point. Let's go. The Bengals, we got a field goal.
Okay.
So there we
you
go.
Can't talk about that. It's probably like copyrighted or something.
No, you can know all kinds of stuff on the internet. So let's get into some goofy news if I can find it, because like I said, Allie had said, "Hey, there's some new clothing line for the old Bronco line." So let me pull this up here.
Not as I'm adding things to my cart.
I know. It's not trying to make people buy things.
Allie has a problem.
But
Allie has a Bronco problem.
So what do they call this? Freewheeling. So it's the ugliest Bronco Sport I've ever seen in my life, no matter what color it is. And I'm not crapping on Bronco Sports. I'm
too late.
This color, the rainbow stuff they did in the 70s for the Broncos when I was a little kid, I loved. It was that sunset natural. It all was together. And this, I don't know. It's not for me, but I do like the shirts. What do you think of the shirts?
Some of them are.
The shirts are currently in my cart, so
I like the freewheeling surf shirt. I don't know how I feel about the retro stripes one next to it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why. It just looks different.
Yeah. Cool. Let's see. Let's go back. I don't mind this hat. It's okay. I don't know that I'd buy it, but it's okay. I like this one, honestly. I like that shirt.
Yeah, I don't care for that one.
Allie, you like that shirt?
Mm-hmm.
She said she's got both in her cart. Okay. She already said that. Jeez.
And I have the vest in my cart.
The vest.
Oh my God, this takes me back. I used to.
Oh, that's the 80s right there.
Wait, scroll over. Like scroll on it. Or no, go to the back side. There's a Bronco.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. You can you're going to Aspen for the weekend. That's
okay. The 80s right there.
Oh, 100%. The water bottle's okay. Let's see. What else we got here? Rare breed shirt, that's fun. And then we get into just some of the older Bronco gear. I got to get a new Bronco hat, by the way. They gave us one gave us two on the press event for the Bronco Sport.
Yeah.
And I didn't really care for that one too much. I gave it to my daughter. You have one, I think you liked.
I still have one.
But the weirdest part about all this is what was actually leaked about all this stuff. And let's get into that because.
And we just surprised Allie with this tonight.
Yeah.
She had not seen that this snuck out.
Yeah. So if you know your Broncos real well, you'll know. Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. I went right over that.
Yeah. So
it's in my email.
So the Bronco looks to be getting the full size is getting a freewheeling edition and new wheels, and those wheels are 70s vibes. That's for sure. Zoom in on those a little bit. Ladies, where are you guys at with these wheels?
I don't know how I feel about them. They'll probably grow on me.
Yeah. Oh, Steve P loves the wheels. Look at that. He loves those wheels. So, which is fine.
Yeah, they might grow on me. Just know this is not embargoed information that we've been privy to by any means.
It was on the web.
This is literally something somebody put in a Facebook group. So
some dealer effed up here.
That we happen to see.
Vesties.
Interwebs.
Unbridled wants a vest too, so she can be vesties.
Yeah.
Dude, I love vests. It's all I wear at work.
We need a freewheeling wrap. Kelly, can we do a freewheeling wrap on your Raptor?
No.
What if it came with that? What if I did the mountains carved in with this?
No.
Now I kind of want to do it.
I said no.
Yeah, now it just makes me want to.
I'm going to bed.
Wow, she's out. Some about these wheels, definitely 70s vibes to them. They're not for me. Definitely. As we scroll out here, you can see it's a Bronco fender on that, so it's the round fender. Nope. Being a bike vehicle, you don't need the pinch welds, which I've noticed on our
yes,
Raptor.
which is
I was
nice.
like, oh, cool. We didn't need to cover that up. But yeah, definitely it's coming, and as you can see here, it says dealer merchandise. So dealers were getting previews of this stuff, and like some do, they screen capture something and they want to show a buddy, and then probably that buddy kind of F's them over, and they need to clean their inbox out. Look at that. That's awful.
That's all it tells them, though. 99 plus. Try.
You're an Apple.
Try 2,290.
Clean your inbox, man. Clean your
when
inbox.
When you have like 8 inboxes.
How many do I have?
Not as many as I do. I have like 2 or 3 extra.
Is this an inbox measuring contest?
I'm just saying.
We're gonna whip our inboxes out.
No, I'm not in the mood.
But so spoiler alert, this is coming down the road at some point. The 25 I still haven't heard. I think Tim Bartz might have talked about when order banks might open up soon for that. Allie, any idea when order banks are opening up for 25s?
Or any public information that you know of?
What dealer? I mean,
I think it's like, I know it's in October.
So at some point from now, and we're going to have to know something. I was told don't expect big changes for 25, expect them for 26. And I think what we're going to see is a quick 25. And then probably by July, they start pumping out 26s. This is a G-rated show.
It was put in there twice.
Yeah.
We were inappropriate twice.
Sorry. But yeah, I mean, they're going to have to start letting some information out here pretty soon. But
that's right. Douglas Blair told us they're making 24s through the end of December.
Yeah, which is
crazy because then they won't arrive.
Yeah, somebody's going to be in March, got their new 25 or 24.
Hey, Ford's really good at that.
Yeah, well, I gave him the COVID year of we're just trying to build anything we can. So I gave him to it really on that one. But it's not, to me, that's not acceptable anymore because I'm seeing people wondering what's going on with 25s. I see a lot of comments in the old forums and stuff about, hey, what are we doing? What are we doing? And I don't know. Like, I'm in the blind with some of this stuff. Like, I know what I've been privy to information wise and seen visually, and I was told that's not happening. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see, but freewheeling clearly is going to happen with some.
See, Jason Leopold had 110,000 in his unread.
Yeah, but maybe it's just time to delete that email.
So I think it's funny. If you look at the picture, the background should look very familiar.
I don't recognize that dirt. Oh, sand. Yeah, I know. Because I know when this was supposed to happen.
Yep.
And it didn't happen.
And we're just gonna say that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, hey, nice sunset or sunrise, whatever you want to call that. I don't dislike that Ford's trying new things like this or trying to hey, let's have some fun with it. But I just don't know anybody that would buy this. Our dealer, our local dealer probably had what we saw 10 of the sports.
There weren't that many. No,
it was a lot.
He's an exaggerator.
And
there were
clearly
3 or 4. It was not 10.
I don't know.
They had 3 or 4. It was not 10.
One is too many.
We have 4 that are sitting that have not moved.
Yeah, 1 is too many.
Same, Jason Leopold. I don't ever look at that email unless I'm looking for a coupon.
There are no ATM coupons right now. Sorry, Jason. But I don't know who's going to buy this. Now, maybe they do something fun in the back of it that kind of brings it all together, but I don't know. It's just, like I said, I like that they're taking
I can
chances.
see the interior kind of mirroring some of the exterior colors.
Does this in the Sport have a funky interior?
Oh, that I don't know. Does it, Allie? Is there any info on that? There's some funkiness in the inside on the Sport?
On the Sport, yeah. They have a sunset pattern on the back.
Okay. So you could see that.
Like itchy seat covers because I remember the seat covers in the 70s. They were that woolly. Ugh. It just scratch your little legs when you're wearing shorts in Dad's truck. So yeah, so that was kind of interesting to see that got leaked out. At least there's some 25 news, I guess, because that ain't a 24. So, anything you'd like to see for 25, Kelly? Because now we've done time with the mid package.
What I would like to see would be some different colors, but I don't.
Well,
I mean, more than that.
We know ruby red now is coming. We know that these is it sand something the tan?
Marsh.
No, the tan.
Oh,
I forget what they call that.
Desert sand.
I don't know. And then yes, in the not leadfoot, the marsh gray. So those are good colors.
Yes, more cup holders.
More cup holders. Yes, the boy.
And I will say we have 2 extra cup holders in our Raptor, but I still don't feel like it's enough sometimes when we're going on trips and stuff.
God,
I'm just saying.
I had my water bottle on the door.
Yeah.
Or Alani on the in the middle cup holder.
And I've gotten him hooked on Alani's, by the way.
Oh my God. Keep these things away from me. They're like crack.
This one.
With 5
Hey, Alani, I'll take a sponsorship.
Yeah, with 5 million milligrams of
no,
caffeine.
It's 200. I can't help that your monster's like 130.
But we've done time now with the high lux package and the mid package. So the screen is so much of an improvement.
100%.
Looking back now, I would definitely ordered the high package at minimum for our Bronco, Rebecca.
Yes, so that is definitely a big upgrade from it. So I definitely highly recommend that. The bigger screen is really I
love the new interior though, with the color of the Raptors. Obviously it has its own unique interior colors, but I like the stitching, and that was what 24 I think is when they brought the stitching dash kind of into the fold, which looks so much better than the previous version.
Yeah.
So they've slowly made changes. I think they definitely listen to feedback, what they're getting. They got no navy pier seats.
Yeah.
Because those were just awful. Yeah. No, I'm excited for 25s. I'm optimistic it's gonna be more fun colors, but I think we've
yes, Michael, nice. That is true. Kelly would like to see no car payment. 100%. I would like to see no car payment.
Hey, she agreed to the Raptor.
I did. I'm just the statement stands. Yeah, it would be really nice.
And currently the Bengals are 21-13, so they're coming back.
Nobody cares.
We're good.
Eric says, I'm really thinking about buying the Heritage Limited two-door that we got in last weekend, which it is Robin's Egg Blue.
Yeah, me and old Tim Bartz talked about that. What happened to 1966 of these things, Allie?
A lot of them were held at the plant because of the roofs.
No, but I've seen many limiteds around here. Not the normal whatever base model of it.
The Heritage Limited.
But I've seen a lot of with the little Sasquatch on the side of them, and I'm like, I feel like they've just went, oh, it's popular, let's just continue to pump these things out. Nobody cares.
He doesn't know that. That's an opinion, folks.
Yes, it is an opinion.
Don't know.
He's extra sassy tonight, and I'm extra sassy calling him out on his stuff.
Yeah. Michael says he loves
man.
That blue is great. Could you imagine that blue on a Raptor?
No, it'd be super cool.
Because even the black maybe white fenders, like the throwback-ish, I'm telling you, it would work. It would be funky.
What did you say, Allie, when I said about keeping him in line or something? What did you say?
I'm just over here on cold meds, man.
Right. Ford should put the 6.8 V8 from the Super Duty in the Broncos, since they're having to discount them in the Super Duties.
No.
Yeah, no, you're not going to see a V8 in these Broncos, man. Everybody wants it. It's never going to happen. I can see them at some point doing a Raptor R, Bronco Raptor, but maybe with like the 3.5 EcoBoost in it, and you can crank that thing up to easily 450 somewhere in there without the tune. But I just don't see them ever putting a V8 in. Though I do know for a fact there are some floating around Michigan.
Yep.
But they were just testers. They were trying things out, and that doesn't mean they're going to beat it. Michael says peak blue. Oh, sorry. What you got?
Robin's Egg Blue is your headband color, blue.
Kind of.
I wish it was.
What hoodie does Allie have on today? Anything special?
A new off-rodeo one.
Nice.
That means I gotta turn around and get up, but
it
has the mountains on the back.
Yeah, and that's awful, Kelly. Why are you putting that on the screen?
Because I clicked it. Because Allie sent it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was sending you the picture of the seats.
Oh, that interior. Ugh.
Cool.
I like paying full price for my cars. I mean, the seats aren't bad, but the red with that's just, Who thought this was a good idea? I don't know. This is like a marketing thing. They went, hey, it's low hanging fruit. We'll just slap some vinyl on the side of it, and then we're good. Easy. Don't get people seasick there.
I'm trying to jump to certain pictures. I'm not trying to really go that
here's
fast.
the link to the hoodie I have on tonight. Maybe that should be like a new segment.
Allie's
A merch.
What
Allie.
Bronco hoodie does Allie have on tonight that I've been in since yesterday because I'm dying. So.
Those aren't bad. But you could have just done those seats in a white Bronco, and you'd been like, "Oh, that's a cool little fun throwback."
Oh, Jason's iPhone.
Oh, yeah. How many emails are on that one, Jason?
So there's some stitching. Okay.
Yeah, wheels.
So see, the tires are different a
They're
little bit.
awful. It's a wonder they didn't do the sunset colors on the wheels, so every wheel was a different color. Could you imagine looking at that thing as it driving down the road, make your car sick? There we go. So let's stop making people sick on that car.
Stop it.
Oh man. Allie, do you have the flu? Hypermotive is asking. She thinks so.
The man flu. Do you have the man flu?
I wish I had the man flu.
Because you just push through it, right?
Yeah.
That's what peeps do.
Like I wish Sunday I was the worst, and like Maya had to go outside like every 35 minutes, and I was
Is this
losing
when you
my
had
shit.
pictures of her playing in the pool?
What are you talking about? No, that was not out. That was I shared that as
Okay.
What she needed. Can you tell he doesn't pay much attention to detail?
Did you share the link?
I did not. It's in the private chat.
Man,
I just posted a link to the hoodie because I didn't want to turn around.
we're a mess. Here's the link to the hoodie.
So it has the off-rodeo on the back.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's new and it's very warm and cozy.
New hoodies are the best, man.
When they're soft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if they're like the rough, you're just like, meh.
You're like, what?
Meh.
You goated? Meh.
No, not that kind of meh. You're just like, meh.
Wrong meh.
Yep.
Wrecked Performance says, oh, I like that sport, just not that one. Or I like the sport, just not that one.
Right.
I like the sport too.
We did time the new sport. We got to drive on off-rodeo in Tennessee. That was kind of fun, which you ladies are going to get to have some fun with. It's not embargoed. But we have a press trip coming up for that, so that should
Not
be
embargoed?
fun. Not that I know of. So
technically dealers are posting it.
Yeah, dealers have already ruined it for the press, so why not talk about it? But yeah, that's good. You girls, so they're flying Allie in on the ATN train of hey, come try out off rodeo. And I was that old man of like with off rodeo, like meh. And
that meh I was just talking about.
Meh.
And these two were like, we'll go. And I was like, have at it.
Sign me up. Let's go.
I know
Dave.
Dave calls me. He goes, hey, do you want to go to this thing? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, I don't. I'm like, well, I do.
Day in the life, guys. Day in the life.
Send me to off rodeo.
I've been there. I got the sticker.
Please.
So
Douglas, it's 100% Dave equals meh.
Some days.
Absolutely.
Some days. And you know what else equals meh? The engine recalls that are going on right now.
So I wonder, so like when we can just like post the whole time, right?
Unless they send us
yeah.
embargo information or unless they tell us. We'll find out though. They'll tell us.
Team ATM's on it. ATM.
I hope we're just bringing in money.
Yeah, we are an ATM.
I know Tom will be there.
I don't know.
He will.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But what's going on, Allie? What is going on with these 2.7 recalls? Do you know anything? Has your dealership had to start dealing with any of that yet?
No.
Have they sent out letters and stuff, or are those not due till October? Or do you know?
This is news to me, so.
Breaking. Allie doesn't know about the 2.7
Breaking the
recall.
alley.
Does that mean they get a new
Early
engine?
production, and I'll bring
Early
the-
production 2.7s.
Bring the news story up here, but early production of the
That's
engine.
me.
That's Rebecca as well.
I guess I should
I think
probably
she
pay
was
attention.
out of it.
It was during our time frame, but I
Was
don't
it?
know. Yeah. You had to check from what I understand, it wasn't the recall page may not have been updated with
Time to pull up the old
vignette.
Oasis on Bucky.
So they're going to recall. So first off, people are freaking out about this, and man, this shit happens.
I'm over people freaking out over.
I know that's the problem.
Day in the life.
The internet, unfortunately, but the 2.7, and it's in a lot of things, and the 3-liter, because it's basically a derivative of the 2.7. They around 100,000 are going to be recalled, but they put that in a lot of vehicles, so it's not Bronco people.
It's not 100,000 Broncos.
Bronco people are freaking out.
Yes.
Like it's only them, and why some of these Bronco people only think that Ford only builds that vehicle and nothing else
Because they've never owned a Ford before. They're
probably, but 90,736 of those bad boys are going to get recalled for there were some valve issues early on, and there was like 50 or 60, and now I don't know if they've seen something from that time period now that they're starting to see more problems happen, but they're like, hey, we'll just replace engines, be done with it.
So now, has it changed the way that they're figuring it out? Because from what I understand, when this first was released, it was, if we think that you're part of the recall, you have to take it to the dealer, and the dealer has to rev it a whole bunch and see if it fails.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, so that was the initial,
because I want to be that dealer. I want to be that guy revving the engine.
Right. So that's essentially what they were going to be doing. They don't know until it actually fails. So essentially, that's what they originally were talking about, was how they were going to test it. So they were going to bring it in, rev it a whole bunch, and then if it blew, it blew. But if it passed that test, then it was fine.
Yeah, here's an article from Car and Driver on it. It says the issue is a faulty intake valve on the 2.7 and 3-liter engines from 2021 and 22. Ford F-150, Broncos Explorer Edge, and Lincoln Aviator and Nautilus 2 are a part of this, which, Bronco, I think from that time period, depending on 22s, they sold maybe, I know 21, I think they hit, what's the number? I used to remember it. 30,000 or something that first production year. And probably good 3/4 of them were 2.7s maybe. So still not a ton from Bronco in that time period. I would say probably ultimately 40,000 or so. F-150 I would think would be the hardest one hit on this. So if it's around 100,000 like that, you're not talking about a ton of vehicles in the scheme of things. Now, I wouldn't want to be the one of those affected by it and the hassle of maybe my engine expires too early and having to deal with that. But if you look at Toyota as recalling basically every Tundra they've built, the Gen 3 Tundras, because of 3.5 issues, and they're just like, shit, let's just do them all. Get it. But that's only 100,000. And that's the whole lineup of their trucks, because they don't build as many as Ford does. So I want to caution people about freaking out. Definitely, there's a website that will show you put your VIN in. It shows you if you're a part of that recall. But they're putting new engines in. That's a good thing for you. You're still only going to get probably, I assume that you're going to get 36,000 on the new engine, but obviously the rest of the vehicle is going to get whatever. If you've say you've got 40,000 on it, you're going to get 36 probably on that new engine. Maybe. Do you know how that works, Allie? If when they do new engines,
it's a case-by-case basis.
Gotcha. So unless it tells you in the overall recall, it would be a case by case.
And YouTube Car Spottersguide Guide. Thank you for that. 1137. OG.
And yes, F-150 does have a 2.7.
Yeah. And that's a good mainstay engine for them. So it's COVID build stuff, once again, and that's with Toyota as well. It's COVID build stuff. Toyota did find where they were getting some the engines weren't getting washed out properly after they'd milled them or whatever. I don't think they're cast. I think
Chevy has a lawsuit right now with a bunch of theirs.
yeah. Unfortunately, this stuff just happens. Everybody wants the latest tech. Well, guess what? The latest tech sometimes gets out there a little earlier than maybe it should.
And I was gonna say, and you want it fast. Like everybody wants everything now, and they want it to be there. And
well, yeah, because when the Bronco was launched in 2020, they weren't ready. Like they weren't ready. It wasn't like they were like, "Oh, cool, let's start building them and crank." No, they still had a lot of pre-production to do on that vehicle.
Michael Nice says it seems suspicious as
recent as what?
I think it's supposed to be recall. It seems suspicious that the recall comes out and ATN gets traded in. So actually, we were already in the process of trading ours in when this recall came out.
Well, close anyway. September 3rd is when this article.
I mean, we were talking to her about it. We had already talked about it. So,
but I've seen a lot of people doing every talking TikTok guy that likes to put some shitty news article behind them and they're green screened horribly in front of these things. Act like it's just the end of the world. It's basically the doomsdayer YouTubers and all this that do this bullshit that pisses me off to no end.
So, okay. So there's some numbers for you. So,
hold on. I think Maya got into her treats. Hold on.
Okay. So F-150 has the biggest population that potentially affected with 47,719 involved in the recall. The Bronco and Explorer are next with 15,835 Broncos and 14,262 Explorers.
Yeah, what did I say about 30,000?
So you're looking about 15,000.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind that is across the 21 and 22 models.
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean 15,000 of 1 year. That's across 21 and 22 total. So, so just kind of something to keep in mind if you're part of that.
I didn't know they sold 7,100, 7,200 Lincoln Aviators or the Nautilus. So.
Apparently they did. So let's see. So following 22 instances of engine failure after 3 months and less involving the Lincoln Aviator and Nautilus models equipped with a 2.7 or 3.0. So that's really kind of where it stemmed from, were those failures of that engine during that time frame. So,
and what does it continue in that paragraph?
It
says it was revealed that the material right there. So what do you got there?
So it says it was revealed that the material the valve supplier used was not up to specifications, but the valve's robustness was improved starting on models built after October 31st.
Which ours would have been.
I'm telling you,
26. What
ours would have been right before that.
Yeah. So
yeah. So they did. This is the one that was kind of talked about earlier. Was like, say, hey, didn't this happen before? Ford investigated intake valve fractures on the 21 Bronco model. Let me just start that whole thing over. Ford investigated intake valve fractures on 21 Bronco models and found 251 instances of the issue during warranty repairs. So it was done during warranty.
Yeah.
And then they opened the defect. Ford.
So like Luke's would be in this.
Higher than an ambient level of repairs observed for vehicles produced between May 1st and October 31st. So that's kind of that range of when they were
so
kind of included.
So how many was it total that they've seen?
15. Wait, what? What do you mean that they've seen?
No, but it said 251 instances of warranty repairs. So that, I mean, they're just being proactive really with that number.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, it's low hanging fruit. We'll take care of that.
So this one's interesting. Ford says as of August 9th of 24, they are aware of 811 warranty claims associated with fractured intake valves.
I wonder what's breaking in these valves.
They said the material wasn't strong enough.
No, I know, but is it the actual the head of the valve, or is it the stem of it that's breaking? I'm curious what actually would be.
The company also said it has provided reimbursement plan for owners who have already paid for the repair out of pocket.
Well, that's
can
nice.
you imagine? So can you imagine if you're one of those that maybe said, you know what, I can't afford this, and what if they lost their truck or whatever because they couldn't afford to pay for it, but yet they couldn't, like imagine that kind of a situation where somebody maybe lost their vehicle because of it.
Which could happen, definitely. But I mean, at the end of the day, Ford is not responsible for your poor planning.
No, it doesn't. But it's also from a perspective of like you're expecting a vehicle to work.
Yeah. Ford Video Guys asking recall number is 91,000. It looks like roughly. So I mean, it's something to keep an eye on if you're early. You know, we always say a lot of people jump into these. Oh, I got to have the latest and greatest. The new Bronco's out. I got to have it. And then as soon as they get it, it breaks, and they're like, Ford's a pile of shit.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. No, it's just junk. And you're like, well, this is part. It's a special case. And any manufacturer that during COVID had to deal with new parts like this, I'm going to give them a little bit of a pass on this.
Yeah.
Once again, had ours broken, I would have been pissed about it, but it is what it is. They were going to obviously pay for it and repair it. So I like I said, I've been tracking this a little bit. I didn't want to do a video on this thing because I don't feel like it was enough to worry about. But I did want to kind of talk about it live that it just seems like people are kind of blowing this out of proportion. And I say that with not being affected by it. Had we been affected by it, I might be like, hey, what's going on? So
You're not as empathetic as
yes,
I am.
Yes. But I mean, it is a big deal. Any engine, you know, like once again with Toyota, they just have to do all of them. They're like, we're not taking a chance. Let's just do them all. So Ford could have held out on this for a long time. They could have really drugged this out for another couple years, and people would have forgot about it. These Broncos would be in the second, third ownership.
I don't know when you've got a NHT or whatever the organization is. I don't know if you've got them knocking down
the highway safety.
Yeah, I don't think if you've got that knocking down your door, that you're really going to be able to get away with it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they filed documents. Either way, if you're affected by this thing, I do feel sorry for you. And if you're going to get a brand new engine out of it, that's a plus. Most people seem to trade every 3-4 years. So once again, this is where new owners the secondhand owner is going to have to deal with some of this stuff, which they will take care of.
Yeah. Even if it's a second hand and it's under the recall qualifications, they will take care of it.
Baseball Geek, which baseball season is about to end, says, please do a giveaway on the Pro Cal tune. I need it for my Raptor. Yeah, I wish, man. Trust me. I paid full retail price on that.
Yeah.
I did not get a discount on that.
No.
And I seen where people,
because that was before discounts were starting.
Well, no, there was aftermarket companies taking pre-orders, and I think it was like $625 or something they were selling them for. But
that's what I'm saying. It was before we were aware of any discounts being out there.
No, I knew they were out there. I just wanted it installed by a Ford mechanic.
Anyway.
So, Kenneth Finley's in the house. Says, torn on how I feel. If my Edge is part of this, a new motor at 40K wouldn't break my heart. But having a car taken all apart and put back together is not something I want to happen. Yeah, I get that too. It is it's a violated feeling with your vehicle. But most dealerships are pretty spot on, you know, especially like trucks. Trucks are so easy. They just pull the cabs off of them. It's a couple of things to unplug. Your motor mounts pretty easy to deal with.
Douglas Blair, thank you for that information. Click on that one right there. Yeah, I knew there was like October 7th in there somewhere, but I couldn't remember what it was. So wait for communication. Don't freak out.
Damn it, Bengals.
Don't freak out.
Don't freak out. Hey, did I say don't freak out? I wanted to make sure I told you don't freak out. Because you'll know if they want you to come in and check it out. But you'll definitely be aware. And Peugeot. Ford is always responsible. The Bronco only made it to 103,000 miles before the shock failed. Just junk.
Hey, mine made it to 62, I think.
Can you unclick that?
I can unclick it.
Thank you.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, you know, either way, like I'm happy that maybe they're being a little. I feel like they're a little early on this, and I'm to take care of that many.
Mm-hmm.
But still good for them for doing it.
Well, I mean, I think they have a time frame of, hey, we produce this many vehicles during this much time. So potentially it's this many that could be affected, but they're hoping that there were way less than that.
Yeah, I get it. Bengals update.
Douglas Blair
Damn.
says, love my 2-3.
Damn. Washington Commanders 28, Bengals 13 right now, which is really pissing me off. I thought the Bengals should have their way with this game. So, anyways, that's back to the update. Allie, anything at Hollyoaks coming up for you? Like, you guys are always up there, and then I haven't heard.
Or are
anything.
they shut down? Are they shut down for a season? When do they
No,
shut down for a season?
they're there on the weekends right now.
Oh, okay.
Any
Not
fun?
really.
Is
Honestly,
it getting cold? Is it cold up there yet? Chilly?
it's chillier today than it was.
What's the temp been up there or up there right now?
I think today it was in the 60s.
Oh,
Because I had to stop at work. I had to stop at work like super fast. It was just like an in and out, like, hey, I'm dying, like, see ya.
yeah.
And I think my temperature thing said like 52 or 51.
Okay.
Well, it's 95 here, so
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's hot.
So,
And in a black Bronco, let's just say we feel every degree of that 95 degrees.
So when I come down, don't bring layers.
depending.
You probably should just bring a couple layers, but don't plan to always wear them.
Yeah, you don't need the
You don't need your winter
the
jacket.
sunset vest just yet. You can't be vesties just yet.
So I shouldn't do priority shipping on that, is what you're saying.
Probably not. Let's see. C-Square says, I waited a year or two for Jeep to manufacture the parts on my Gladiator. The truck did not break down during that time. Recalls are pretty routine nowadays. Yeah. We were very lucky with our Gladiator. It was had it 2 years. I think the only problem we ever had, they replaced a ball joint, and I don't know if they had to. We just felt like there was a
squeakiness
squeak to it that shouldn't have been there, but I was pretty lucky with that one.
Yeah.
And
oh my God. Speaking of the Gladiator.
Uh-oh.
So I had a customer the other day argue with me.
No.
Yeah, customers are great right now. About the Bronco truck. Because, like, she's trying to buy a Bronco. It can only weigh so much because they got to tow it behind their RV, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, how much does the Bronco truck weigh? Because maybe I'll just put my reservation in for that. I'm like, well, I'm glad you know about it because from what I know, that's been canceled. Yeah. She's like, nope. She's like, I've seen it online. It's a thing. I'm like, all right, let me know how that goes in 25.
Yeah. I wish, because I would love that little thing, but nah, that's not going to happen.
So then I asked her, I'm like, so if you're needing a truck instead of a Bronco, what about a Ranger? I don't want a truck. Like, this is like what we deal with oh my God. It was so annoying.
So you don't want a truck, but you want a Bronco truck. But you don't want a truck. Interesting.
So
well, I mean, if they would do a Bronco truck like the old Gen 1 Bronco little trucks, where it wasn't really practical. It was more like maybe the Maverick / what's the Hyundai version? Santa Fe. If they would do something like that, where you just sort of have a bed back there, I think people would love that. But the problem is, Jeep wanted to, and our Gladiator was great. It worked very well for a mid-sized truck for us. But the bed just looks a little long on the thing. Now, when you jack them up and lift them up, they look really cool. But from the get-go, they just look a little strange. She did not want me to buy a Gladiator to save my life. We couldn't get a Wrangler at the time because I was looking. Or if we found them, it was during COVID, and they started jacking the prices up on those things. So, but I would love like that little fire truck that from SEMA. Remember the little red fire truck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking of that.
Cool.
That would be cool, man. A little two-seater, fun. But the problem is, it's new stamping. Do they sell enough to make it worth to pay off the stamping costs? Probably not. So
yeah.
Well, then the Gladiator sale started tanking, so I think Ford scrapped it.
Well, I think Gladiator, and once again, I liked my Gladiator. I'm not shitting on it, but I think had it not been for COVID, it would already been dead. Like COVID helped sell that thing because you couldn't get Wranglers, so people wanted that vehicle.
We're guilty. We did it.
Yeah, and I'm not ashamed of it. I like that vehicle.
So we are working our day job today, working our day job tomorrow, and then we fly out Wednesday to go to Texas. So
Did somebody ask about that?
No, I was just.
Oh, well, it is in the
You
comments.
have
yeah.
Texas State Fair, and
Yeah, we'll end with Texas. So Ford has a big press conference coming up from the State Fair.
yeah. So we will be there on Thursday.
It's something you've probably already seen driving around, but
so we will be there on Thursday for the State Fair.
Yeah, it's press day.
Press day there.
It starts with.
Do what?
So I think I know what letter it starts with.
Probably starts with an E.
Yes.
Maybe. So anyway, we're going to be at Texas State Fair on Thursday.
You've said that 14 times.
That's because I'm trying to shut you up.
I'm not saying anymore.
And then
E's for elephant.
Then we will be driving over to the middle of
Decatur.
Middle of Texas, Decatur,
Texas.
Decatur.
Well, Eagle Canyon Raceway.
Eagles Canyon Raceway for a press event where we'll be driving vehicles on Friday.
We will be in the new
It is not the
Toyota
Everest, everyone.
Tacoma. What's the overland one called?
Trail Hunter.
Yeah, the Trail Hunter. We will get to do some time with that.
We will get more time with the Lexus 550.
The Over Trail Plus will be there,
and the premium.
The Jeep 392,
luxury.
the final edition of the 392 will be at this, which will be fun. And I'm definitely want to do time in that because the last time we're going to see a V8 and anything like that, so that should be fun. Well, nothing from Ford though. Bums me out.
Ford couldn't participate this year.
Yeah, they're not participating in our club.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Our auto journalist club.
Yeah.
Have you seen all the emails come through on that? I've seen a few.
I've seen emails come through, but I'll be honest, I haven't looked at all of them to see what's coming through. But we should have some fun. There's a lot of vehicles that'll be there.
New off-road track too.
Yeah. And I don't think we'll be embargoed there. So, I mean, there might be something embargoed, but we haven't been told just yet if there's anything specific.
Yeah,
we'll be told when we get there. So stay tuned to the Gram.
What was the one that we did? The Dodge?
The Hellcat.
No, the Dart. I never released that video. Whatever their little.
I don't think I even knew. I don't remember even doing the Dart.
Yeah, we did. I did a video of it, and I didn't do any recording because I was going to record after that. It was embargoed at the time, and I think they're already talking about killing this thing off a year later.
There was another one we did that the embargo never got lifted. Or it finally did, but it was January by the time it got lifted. It was like a Jeep Renegade, or it was like the Jeep Renegade or something.
Yeah, something.
It was there. There was a Jeep something.
Trailhawk something.
Trailhawk.
No,
it was the Compass. It was the Compass because we never released that one because the embargo got lifted in January and we had gone in October.
Yeah. Or
September. So I don't think we did the Hornet. No, I don't think the Hornet was there.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
It was something goofy that.
So stay tuned to the Instagram stuff. We might do a couple reels on Facebook or YouTube. The long format stuff, there might be some of that too.
You better buckle up, buddy. You're going to Florida. That's all I'm going to say. And then SEMA. Finally, so let's end on this. Vegas. So,
wait, before we do that, Allie, do you have anything you need to cover tonight before we finish? We wrap?
No.
Huh?
I got a little rant. A little
No.
WTF. So SEMA, every couple of years I go to, there's no reason for me to ever want to go to Vegas every year. I'm just not a Vegas guy. It'll be fun this year because B team is going.
Yes.
So we're bringing 2 teams to cover SEMA this year.
Yes.
But we got for some reason, Mark and Jess, it took a minute to get their approval because if you don't know, SEMA's not, Fridays are public, but overall it's not a public.
The media. Yeah,
it's a media driven or supplier driven event. And our first year, 21,
it was the first year back after COVID.
Yeah. And I had many chances to go before, but I was just like, I don't care. It was when I was covering Nissan, and Nissan just generally just doesn't do anything fun there. So we get our approval. Mine, for some reason, I'm the last to get approved for some reason. No idea why. I had to call SEMA and be like, hey man, what is going on? And finally got our approval. As soon as I called and left a message because nobody wanted to take my phone call. somehow weirdly, I got my approval letter like an hour later.
Yeah.
So got our flights booked. I think we had our flights booked even before approvals, which we knew we were going to get approved. But
well, and we booked through Southwest, so it's like we could have canceled and used it another time if we needed to. Anyway,
so get everything, and we're looking for Airbnbs because where did we stay? We didn't stay at the Bellagio.
Yes, we did. We stayed at the Bellagio last time, but that was when it was right after COVID, and so Bellagio was $142 per night.
Yeah, you couldn't touch that now.
No, it's like $440 a night now. So like we stayed at the Bellagio, got spoiled having that location being really close. And so we started looking at hotels. Yeah. We started looking at hotels in Mark and Jess and us. And we were looking, it was like, we might as well just like get an Airbnb, like a 2-bedroom Airbnb, because by the time we book a room, pay resort fees, you book a room, pay resort fees, like we might as well have.
And then they're going to be on the 8th floor. And we're going to be somehow
they're going to be on one side of the resort and the other. So I literally put in three Airbnb requests that were denied. All 3 were denied. And I have a 5-star rating. Yeah. I have like 7 Airbnb experiences with 7 great reviews, but come to find out these 3 they are like timeshares where the people will put up on Airbnb and then they'll check to see if the space is available. Mm-hmm. And they never black out the days again. So that's why I got denied 3 times. But then finally, here's the news. Go ahead.
Didn't even know you could be denied.
No, didn't even know you could be denied by Airbnb, but apparently you can. So got our
on, wax off.
Got our message this morning that we got approved for a 2-bedroom room near Planet Hollywood. Yeah. So
is it a hotel or is it just a condo or something?
No, I think it's part of a timeshare community, but it's great. It's good. It's actually was cheaper than the other 3 that I was trying to get us in.
It's
so
not some 50 plus something. I mean, I would fit in.
I mean, I don't care. They approved it.
And it's my birthday month.
So and it's his birthday month, so to take it all.
And I don't celebrate the whole freaking month. I'm just being funny.
I do.
People do. Why do people do that? Do you and Allie do that?
Because we feel the need to be important.
For the whole month?
Yes.
What about the other million people?
Because we feel like crap the rest of the 11 months of the year. That's why. Ooh, Hypermotive Racing says I'll be making an appearance at SEMA this year. Hopefully we see you.
Yes.
Blanco Bronco's having his friggin' SEMA.
I saw that. Good for them, man. Who are they with? I watched their video yesterday. They were at their Bronco was in Max Trek's booth. No, I forget one of those.
Armadillo hardtops.
Yeah, that's something.
Oh, nice. That we are flying in Monday night. Late.
Monday night.
Yes.
Is it? Okay,
yes,
I don't remember.
Because we're working Monday. We're working our day jobs on Monday. Then we get on a plane that night, and then we will be in Vegas by 11, and then hit the floor Tuesday.
All day, and that's
Tuesday all day.
That's out of all the press stuff that I've got to do, SEMA's the one that would just kick your ass. 100%. It's just because I've already starting to see some of the press conference times popping in. And you're just like, it's from one side of the area to the next. And
we will be using the Tesla tunnels this year.
This year. We're smartingly up
yes
on that, or however we should sillily say that. But yes, no, it's gonna kick our ass.
Yeah.
And then our buddy Mark, part of the B squad, just had his hip replaced, Allie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized what the B squad was. Like Jess told me, I'm like, I had no idea this was a thing.
They were the B team.
How did my Bengals miss an extra point?
Can you stop? Can we finish the show? Jeez. So
that says extra point. Good. What? Anyways, okay, go ahead.
So we have we'll have SEMA on that Tuesday. Whatever energy we have left will be spent going to dinner. And then Wednesday, we might pop back into the show. It just depends on what there is, or we might just have a Vegas day. We're not really sure yet.
Thinking we're probably going to have a Vegas day.
I think we're probably just going to have a Vegas day because
I don't have once again, I don't care about Vegas at all. But with Mark and Jess, it might be fun. So we might do it. And I told him we would do it wouldn't just be a business trip. Because when I go to these things, Kelly bitches about it all the time. I'm in and out. I don't go there for the scenery. I go there for the story, and I'm out. And last time we were in Vegas, we got trapped.
So Douglas Blair says only 22 of the 31 folks watching have pressed the like button. Kelly needs your like. It's a true story. Yeah. I do. I do need the like. So please like. So Bird Dog Off-Road says for Friday, you mentioned it's open to the public, so no press credentials. No, but you have to purchase. You have to purchase a pass,
and they're a limited amount.
But it is open to the public. And there's a concert. I think it's Goo Goo Dolls on Friday night too. Like there's a bunch of stuff.
There's still a thing.
Well,
apparently does SEMA.
The name is. I'm curious on. You know what? Let's do this real quick.
Oh my gosh!
I know. Let's see. Vegas. What is it? What is it downtown?
What are you?
Vegas.
Down Vegas show?
I can't spell tonight. Because down at the district, whatever they call it.
It's called Fremont. Fremont Experience. It's right there.
I'm curious what's going on there. Because Fremont is some of the weirdest people I've ever seen in my life, man. It's street performers, all kinds of craziness. You've not been. I've been twice. Once.
You once.
Let's see. Is there a calendar? Ooh, let's look at the calendar. Let's bring. We got to share this with the people. And Hypermotive Racing might want to know the excitement of Fremont Street. Go nuts, Kelly. Let's see. We're not September. We're not October. We're November. All right. So when are we going to be there? The 4th.
Monday the 4th. So there's nothing really on the schedule.
What?
Yet.
What's this crap?
Just a light show.
No bands? They have a big stage
Not
for
yet.
bands. Wait, free concerts.
Give it a chance. Dude.
Dave, give something a chance? Never.
No, never.
Come on, man.
Hypermotive Racing says Fremont rocks, just add alcohol. Oh, there will be alcohol.
Yeah. Well,
there will absolutely.
The last time I had to drag this one away from the bar.
It's a true story.
She was having fun.
That's because mom never gets out. Literally.
You gonna get your party dress? Yeah, I don't know. So I always think Vegas girls wear the sparkly dresses. And,
Have you ever seen me wear a sparkly dress?
Once.
My wedding dress wasn't even sparkly. Well, maybe it was a little, but no. Hit up Nacho Daddies too. Okay, so we're gonna have to talk about what we need to hit up in Vegas because
need to email us.
We're not doing Guy Fieri's
Ugh.
again. Ugh. That was a waste of money.
There was the little mall right there though that we got all the booze from.
That was in the hotel.
Coderman and everybody was putting as many shots as they could in their pockets.
Yeah, but then here's the gem of Vegas. The gem is that they have a Walgreens on the strip, and guess what? You can walk with open drinks down the road in Vegas.
Well, a lot of people, it may not be news to people.
It may not be, but I'm sharing it with those that
sheltered Kelly over here.
So you go into Walgreens and you spend a heck of a lot less money in Walgreens buying drinks to walk down the strip.
Yep.
Just saying. Oh, and don't take pictures with any of the characters unless you want to pay them.
And Steve P, I know you're not around again, but bottle one down.
I need to drink more to get through my handle. But yes, Hypermotive Racing, please email us and give us some pointers because Jess and Mark have a plan.
Is JJ and everybody going to be out there?
I thought so.
That might be fun.
I think they are.
Or has IAG got a booth this year?
So Jess and Mark want to go to this lake.
Mark's never been.
No, Mark has never been to Vegas. Can I finish?
Sorry.
Wants to go to this restaurant that there's this like they make mozzarella at your table. So, JJ is undecided, but there is no booth.
He talked about it.
I can't even with your dad joke.
I know.
But we're gonna have to have a Vegas recommendation show is what we're gonna have to have.
It's gotta come up soon.
So that way we can get the whole list of things. So we're staying close enough where we can either take a shuttle or take the monorail.
Yeah.
So we're close enough to
monorail. what's it called? Monorail. Sorry, it's from The Simpsons.
Apparently.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you for asking that question, because I just thought
my mom wrecked a motorcycle while she was pregnant with me multiple times because my dad was trying to teach her how to. She fell down a flight of stairs pregnant with me. I was a month late showing up, so there's a lot that we can explain.
I was a month late, but I just cooked better.
Well, I cooked.
I'm just saying. But Hypermotive Racing says Adam and Adam show as of right now.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay.
We'll take the Adam and Adam show.
You like to party, Kelly? I like to party. We haven't told that story in a long time, and we're not going.
I don't know that we've ever told that story live. I think that's been just for
members, the VIP treatment. Speaking of that, we have a Patreon, and I will throw the link up here in just a second. And if you would like to support the show, you can do it this way, and you never have to feel like I will never beg for your hard-earned money, because in many ways, everybody's doing the best they can right now, but some people do like to support us, and we do greatly appreciate that. So here is that. Obviously, there's memberships in YouTubeville here.
Okay, y'all know how you tell your kids, I brought you into this world, I can take you out.
Yeah.
I was on the phone with my dad the other day, and I begged him to take me out.
You what?
I begged him to take me out.
No.
I'm overpaying bills. I'm overdoing everything myself.
I feel that pain.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I want to share a little clip of this real quick. This is kind of some of the stuff that I do on Patreon. So I wrote a little article here on the K.
You keep sharing every week. So
well,
the Patreons.
Well, pause it if you want to read part of that. But there's some stuff that I do like that. Memberships, I do special photos and stuff over here. Plus, members on YouTube get sometimes, not every video, but get early access the best I can to videos. So a lot that we do is sometimes embargoed, so I can't do it that way. But if you would like to support us, there's that. We're done. I'm done selling myself.
So Bird Dog, we're actually flying out on Thursday, all four of us from Vegas.
When do we leave?
We fly. I told you this already. We work Monday. Mm-hmm. We fly out Monday night.
Yep.
We'll be at the show Tuesday.
Yep.
Wednesday night's Vegas.
Yep.
Thursday afternoon we fly home.
Okay. She books everything. That's why I don't know.
I know, Bird Dog. I know.
Trust me.
Trust me, if we didn't have these silly day jobs that we had to work to pay the house bills, we wouldn't. We would stay another day.
I'm not gonna lie. That's why I have to get back on Thursday.
Oh, I expected that. I figured that was why.
Yeah. So if you would like more content, be sure to even the Sentra video I did drop today or yesterday. Just make it play.
Just play it in the background.
Or share it. Share any of these videos. Help spread the word and help get our reach out a little further. And then this can be a full-time job for us.
Yep.
So that's about it for tonight, guys. I know Allie feels like hell. Kelly's over here, not 100% today. And my eyes still, because
I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I'm off of here, I'm gonna pass out. So.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Our cat's decided he's an outside cat and indoor cat, and that's
which
tearing
causes his
my allergies.
Well, it's funny because I think everybody's just kind of tapped out, because before we came up here, I went to check on Sydney and be like, "Hey, don't forget it's show night," and she was snoring. So I turned her light off. But now I can hear her talking again. So
Brooks, are you tapped out? No, dog's still good. Cat. He's just licking himself. So.
What?
And as of now, Commanders 28, Bengals 20. So there's time.
Still a whole quarter to go.
Just got in the fourth quarter. So come on, Bengals, pull it out. So whether it be 2-wheel drive,
4-wheel drive,
it doesn't matter what you drive, does it?
Well, it does tonight, because we're only talking Ferds and all our adventures, aren't we, Allie?
All the adventures.
When's y'all's adventure?
A couple weeks.
2 weeks. So
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I did think that after Colorado that was my last Bronco event. Now this is my last Bronco event.
Maybe we can squeeze another one in there for you. Peace, everybody.
See ya.